Hey friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kenzie Sexton and I'm a 4th grade teacher in South Dakota. Today for Tech Tip Tuesday, I'm going to be showing you around Class Dojo. So let's get started. Class Dojo is one of the communication tools that I am highly considering for the upcoming school year. So I just wanted to walk you through the basics of it and how it works. So I'm just going to click into the demo class, and here you'll see there's a whole class section, and then there is also a section with the students in your class. So when you start your own class, you would be starting back here and you'd add a new class. You can add multiple classes if you have multiple different sections. And then you'll have to go in and you'll have to add students' names. Now I want to start with the toolkit in the bottom left corner here. In the toolkit, there is a lot of great different options of resources that you can use directly off this page. So if you have your computer plugged in most of the day presented on the smartboard, or if you could have this pulled up on the smartboard most of the day, this would be a great resource to utilize. So the first thing they have is a timer. And here you can choose any amount of time that you want, and you can add your own time if you choose. So when you click on it, this is what it looks like. You can pause the time, you can add 10 seconds to the time as well if you see that the students are needing a little more time to work. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of this now. Also in the toolkit is random, and that's when it chooses a random student for you. So that could be a great way to choose different students during class without having to use something like sticks or any other sort of random generator. And then to choose another student, you just click pick again. And they have a cute little presentation like this if it is presented on the smartboard. Another tool they have in there is a group maker. So it takes all of the students in your class and it groups them together. So if you need to create groups for a project, maybe you hadn't, but you think you need to now, you can go to the group maker. You choose how many students you want to group together. You can choose different amounts as well. And then the don't group together, you can choose different students that you do not want working together. I'm just going to go ahead and show you what it looks like. If I click 2, you'll see that it groups students into groups of 2. And it's presented nicely so they can see it, and it's kind of exciting that way too, because then nobody knows what will happen. They also have the noise meter. It would present on the screen and it will monitor student noise based off of the microphone in your computer. My only recommendation with that is it's going to be picking it up from your computer, so put your computer in a place that is kind of like a central area. You don't want it directly next to you if you're talking or working with a small group, because it will be picking that up constantly. They also have a directions page, so if you have different activities that you need directions for, you can also leave it on here, save it, and then use it other days as well, or different times. If you have multiple class periods, that is a great resource. To create a new one, you just click new. If you need to edit it, you click on this pencil over here. But my favorite part is that it presents it in a cute, easy to follow way for the students to see. So this is just one that I quickly wrote up. Also in the toolkit is a think, pair, share, where you can enter in new questions, and then it just presents the questions in a cute way. And they have some preset questions that you can choose from as well. So if I just show you with that, this is what it will look like when you type a question into there, and so the students will see this. And it's a great way to add that visual resource for the students as well. In the toolkit, there is also today, where you can have a note for the day. So I just created this as if it was a morning note to my students of what we have going on today. Again, you can add a new one by clicking new. You can click on the pencil to edit it, and it presents it in a very cute way. So I just listed different things that the students would have to know about what we are doing that day. And the last thing in here is music, and they have two channels to play music from. They have a focused one, and that's a little more peaceful when the students are working. That's the type of music you would want playing. And then they have an active one when you give the students a chance to get up and move around. So I'll just show you. That is the first music. And then the active music. So those are the two different types of music they have set in there. Another great thing that they have is the attendance, and when you click on attendance, there are a couple different options that let you choose from. So this green is showing you those students are present, and you change it by clicking on it. So the green is present, the red is absent, the yellow is tardy, and then the half yellow, half green is if they left early. So you can change those, and then it picks up on that too for when you're making groups. So if you go in and you mark your attendance in here, and then you go to create a group, it will know that Leonardo's not here, so he won't be included in the groups. So that's another really great aspect that they have. And then you also have the option to mark all as present, mark all as absent. So if everybody's here, just mark them all as present, and then you save attendance. There's also this option here when trying to give out DOJO points. You can choose multiple students. So maybe I saw Beyonce and Denzel in the hall and they were working really well. I'm going to give them feedback, and I'm going to say they were helping others, and then it will give both of those students points for helping others. So random, it'll choose a student at random, and then you could give out points as well for something. Maybe you're going to choose a random student because the whole class was working hard, and you are going to choose a random student to get those points. And then the timer, it has the timer at the bottom, and you can do either countdown or a stopwatch. So it has both of those options that it will be showing down there. And then it also has big ideas, and this is different tasks and lessons that you can show your students. So growth mindset, perseverance, empathy, things that you think you want to work on with your class. And then if you click into one of them, they have different activities and lessons for you to do with the students on that. Also, to give out points, DOJO points, you could click on a student's name, and then you can choose what they are doing well and what you want to give them points for. You also have the opportunity to put in skills that students in your class might need to be working on, and that will you can choose for it to take away points as well. Also, something I want to note, I have seen that people they use this as like a bathroom sign out, and so they'll click the edit skills and they'll add one for bathroom, and they'll make it worth 0 points. And then when students go, they'll log in and they'll click on bathroom, and then when they come back, they will click on bathroom, and then it logs the time that students left and returned, and then also how often they're going to the bathroom, when they're going, things like that you might want to know. Something else really neat about this is when you go into the student's name, you have the option to redeem points there. And if you click on that, you can choose how many points you're redeeming and what they are getting with those points. So like if I wanted, it costs the student 3 points to have lunch with the teacher, and I click redeem, it would log that, and now it would show on her count that she has 0. Also in the options, you have the ability to reset the bubbles, so all the students back to 0. If you're a teacher that does something like competitions between tables or groups of students, You also can do that on here. Up at the top right now, you can see I'm under students, but you can choose to click into groups. And then you can see here they have table 1, table 2, and that way you can give a whole group of students points or credit for something that they're doing well, or take away points for things that they need to work on. It also has portfolios where you can assign assignments to students. So if we have an activity, I'm going to create an activity. Maybe there's a math problem that you want students to explain. You can put in the title for it, say math problem 1. Maybe you want students to explain the difference between a rectangle and a square. And then you could choose how you want the students to respond. So text, video, photo, or drawing. And then that's how the students will be able to respond to that. And then you can just assign it to the class. And then they'll be able to go in and submit their responses, and you'll be able to see that as well. And then you can also see here how many students have turned it in out of the amount in your class. There's also the class story, and this is basically the place that you can communicate with parents at, or show parents what's happening in your classroom. So you can leave notes, add pictures, files, and then events as well. So if there's something coming up that they need to know about. And then it will also list those over on the side. And then you can also send messages directly to certain parents on here as well, which is very handy. The student login, there is the tool for them to log in the classroom, and then at home, if you want them to be able to log in at home, you can show the home instructions, you can get printouts, you can share the instructions with parents through their email. If you click on it there, you can copy the message and put it directly into an email home. But that, what you're sharing there, is specific to that student, so make sure it only goes to that student's parents. Then you can also invite parents. So you can enter in an email or phone number to invite that student's parents, and then it will show you how many families are connected. You can also download printouts to help get them connected and send those home. When you go to skills, you can see at the bottom, it allows you to choose what points you let the parents see. So you can let them see all points, whether it's positive or the needs work points. You can choose just positive points, and you can choose no points. So if you choose to let them see the points, then the parents will be able to see how many points their child got and what they got points for, or what they got points taken away from. So that's just another management tool that you can use to keep parents in the loop of what is going on. It allows the parents to stay up to date on things that their student does well and things that their student needs to work on. And then that way, when conferences roll around, there's really no surprises at all. You can edit your class, you can view reports of different points that they've gotten, you can connect students, you can add co-teachers, which is great if you have rotating sections. So my grade level team, our students rotate around to different teachers, so we could create one homeroom and just add the co-teachers in there so they can go in and do all of these things as well. And then you can download your message history, and then you can add quiet hours so it does not alert you during specific times. So as you can see, there's a lot of great things that can be found in Class Dojo, and like I mentioned earlier, this is a top resource that I'm considering for communication in the upcoming school year. If you enjoyed this video today, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would also love to hear from you in the comments below. Thanks for watching.